Dark conspiracy theories about Operation Hardtack 1 and 2. Nuclear secrets and hidden agendas. Yo, what's up my conspiracy theorists? It's your boy, Chinthaka, back with another video. And guys, this one is huge. We're diving deep like Mariana Trench deep into one of the most secretive and terrifying events of the Cold War, Operation Hardtack 1 and 2. Picture this. 1958, the world is on the brink of nuclear war. The US is out there in the Pacific just detonating nukes like it's nobody's business. Officially, it was all about science, testing the limits of their bombs. But something feels off, you know? Like, why so many tests? Why all the secrecy? That's what we're here to uncover. We're talking hidden agendas, government cover-ups, maybe even aliens. Buckle up, guys, because things are about to get really, really real. Okay, so imagine the 1950s. It's a time of post-war prosperity, but also a time of intense fear and suspicion. Everyone's terrified of the atom bomb, right? The threat of nuclear annihilation looms large over everyday life. It's this new, terrifying power, and the US and the Soviet Union are in a race to have the most, the biggest, the deadliest. The stakes couldn't be higher. That's where Operation Hardtack comes in. A series of nuclear tests designed to push the limits of this destructive force. The government told us it was all about science, about understanding these weapons. They said it was necessary for national security. Hardtack. I goes down in the Marshall Islands, this chain of islands in the middle of the Pacific. A remote location, far from the mainland. They weren't worried about radiation back then, so they just blew up over 35 bombs. The scale of these tests was unprecedented. Can you even imagine the destruction? Entire islands were vaporized, leaving nothing but radioactive wastelands. Then you've got Hardtack 2 happening in Nevada. Closer to home, but no less dangerous. These tests were smaller, supposedly for battlefield use. Tactical nukes, they called them. But here's the thing. The government lies. Like, a lot. They always have an agenda, and it's rarely what they tell the public. And the more you learn about Hardtack, the more you start to wonder, what were they really trying to hide? What was the true purpose of these tests? Because let's be real, guys, testing bombs in the middle of the ocean, near people's homes, that's not just science. That's a power move, a show of dominance. It's about showing the world who's boss. It's about intimidation, about control. But what if it goes even deeper than that? What if there's more to the story than we ever imagined? The truth might be stranger than fiction. So, think about it. You're the US, you've got this terrifying new weapon, and you want to make sure everyone knows you're in charge. What do? You blow stuff up, obviously. But not just blow stuff up, you blow up entire islands. Send mushroom clouds miles into the air. That's what some people think Hardtack was really about. It wasn't just about testing bombs, it was about sending a message. It was about saying, hey, Soviet Union, we see you over there with your little bombs. We've got bigger ones. Don't even try it. And it wasn't just the Soviets they were trying to scare. It was the whole world. They wanted everyone to be too afraid to challenge them, to just accept American dominance. And it worked, didn't it? But here's the thing that really gets me. What if they were testing more than just bombs? What if they were testing how far they could push things, how much the world would tolerate? It's scary, right? Guys, this is where things get really dark, like seriously messed up. So, the Marshall Islands where they did Hardtack I, those islands weren't empty. People lived there. Families, communities, they had their whole lives on those islands. And the US government knew this. They knew these tests would release deadly radiation, that it would poison the land, the water, the people. But they did it anyway. They told the islanders it was safe, that they were helping with important scientific research. Can you imagine being told to leave your home, everything you know for some science experiment, and then boom, your island is gone, vaporized in a nuclear blast, and the radiation, it stayed. It seeped into everything, made people sick, caused cancers, birth defects. The government tried to cover it up, of course. They said the radiation wasn't that bad, that the islanders were fine, but documents leaked out, guys. Documents that proved they knew exactly what they were doing. They sacrificed those people, those islands, all for their precious bombs. Chapter 4. Cover-ups and lies. What is the government hiding? Okay, so we know the government lies, right? It's basically their default setting. From Watergate to the Pentagon Papers, history is littered with examples of deception. But the things they lied about with Hardtack, it's on another level. We're talking about a scale of deceit that boggles the mind. They denied the health effects, even when evidence was staring them in the face. They downplayed the environmental damage, despite the clear and present danger to ecosystems. They even tried to silence the scientists who spoke out, those brave enough to challenge the official narrative. Why so much effort to hide the truth? What was so damning that it required such extreme measures? What were they so afraid of, the repercussions, the public outrage? Some people think it's because they knew they were breaking international law, that these tests were basically acts of war. That these tests were not just scientific experiments but aggressive military actions. Others think they were worried about the public finding out what they did to the Marshall Islanders, the human cost of their experiments. But what if it's even deeper than that? What if there's a hidden layer to this story? What if they discovered something during those tests, something so terrifying, so world-shattering that they had to bury it? Something that could change our understanding of reality itself, and they had to bury it deep, so deep that even today, the truth remains hidden, and they're still burying it, to this day. The cover-up continues, unabated. Think about all the classified documents, the redacted reports, the layers of secrecy, the witnesses who mysteriously disappeared, the stories that were never told. It's like they're trying to erase Hardtack from history. But we remember, we dig, we uncover, we reveal. And we're not going to let them forget. The truth will come out no matter how deep they try to bury it. Chapter 5, Aliens and Nukes. Did we invite them to the party? Alright guys, get ready for this one because it's wild. So there's this theory that Operation Hardtack wasn't just about bombs in the Cold War, it was about something else. Something not of this world. See, there were all these weird sightings around the test sites, strange lights in the sky, UFOs, people reported seeing things they couldn't explain. And it wasn't just random people, it was military personnel, scientists, people who knew what they were looking at. Some people think the government was trying to contact aliens to send them a message with these massive explosions. Others think they were trying to weaponize alien technology to create even more powerful bombs. I know it sounds crazy, but the more you think about it, the more it kind of makes sense, right? Like, why else all the secrecy? Why go to such lengths to cover everything up? Unless they were dealing with something they couldn't explain, something they couldn't control. Chapter 6. Opening the portal. Did we tear a hole in reality? Okay guys, this is where we go full conspiracy theory, like tinfoil hat, X-Files theme song playing in the background, because we're talking about the possibility that Operation Hardtack ripped open a hole in the fabric of reality. Think about it. You've got these incredibly powerful explosions releasing unimaginable amounts of energy. What if that energy didn't just dissipate? What if it punched through to somewhere else? Some people believe that's exactly what happened, that Hardtack created a portal to another dimension. And it gets even weirder, guys. There are theories that the government knew this might happen, that they were actually trying to open a portal. Why? Who knows? Maybe they wanted to access new technologies, new resources, or maybe they were trying to contact beings from other dimensions. Or maybe, just maybe, they unleashed something they shouldn't have. It's enough to keep you up at night, right? Chapter 7. The legacy of Hardtack questions we're still asking. So here we are, decades after Operation Hardtack, and we're still dealing with the fallout. Literally, in the case of the Marshall Islands. The islands, once a paradise, are now a haunting reminder of the past. The environment is still contaminated with radiation levels that make it unsafe for habitation. People are still getting sick, suffering from cancers and other radiation-induced illnesses. And the government is still trying to sweep it all under the rug, avoiding accountability. But it's more than just the physical damage, right? It's the lies, the cover-ups, the deceit, the feeling that we can't trust our own government, that they have hidden agendas. It's the realization that they were willing to sacrifice innocent lives to achieve their goals, to risk the fate of the entire planet, all in the name of power and control, all for their own power, their own agendas, without considering the long-term consequences. And the worst part is, we still don't know the whole truth. The full extent of their actions remains hidden. We don't know what they were really trying to do, what experiments they conducted in secrecy, what they might have unleashed upon the world, intentionally or unintentionally. We're left with more questions than answers, haunted by the possibility that we're living in a world forever changed by Operation Hardtack. The legacy of Hardtack is a dark shadow that looms over us, a reminder of human folly. But we can't give up, guys. We owe it to ourselves and future generations to seek the truth. We have to keep asking questions, challenging the official narratives, keep digging for the truth, no matter how deeply it's buried. Because the more we know, the better prepared we'll be for whatever comes next. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it's also our best defense against repeating the mistakes of the past. The truth is out there. Somewhere. So what do you guys think? Was Operation Hardtack just a series of bomb tests, or was there something darker, more sinister going on? Let me know your theories in the comments below because I need to know I'm not the only one freaking out about this. Don't forget to hit that like button if you're as creeped out as I am, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's biggest conspiracies. And guys, stay safe out there. You never know what's lurking in the shadows, or what portals might be opening up in the sky.